Hey, what is up everyone? Kilryan here bringing you another video, and this time it's going to be some more Black Desert content. Today what I'd like to talk to you about is the basics of Black Desert. These are a couple of tips and tricks for newer players starting the game and trying to get a grasp of what Black Desert truly holds in terms of like a true MMORPG feature. Black Desert is not a game that really holds your hand, and it leaves a lot of players who are coming into the game fairly lost on what to do regarding leveling, regarding professions, regarding inventory, pretty much everything. So let's go ahead and hop right in. The first thing I'd like to talk to y'all about is the UI and different settings that you can change within Black Desert. Whenever you first get into the game, there are several things that you're going to probably notice about the UI, as well as about different notifications, I guess we could call them, being spammed on the top of your screen. So the first thing that you want to do, if you want to avoid these mass amount of this is going on the marketplace, this is being sold right now, this guild war is going on, you can go under settings, and then if you go under game, scrolling down some, you'll see turn off system notifications. What this means is each one of these you check, they will be removed from getting alerted on the top of your screen. One other thing I would like to note that would help your gameplay is if you go under screen and close down to the bottom here, at adjust vision range. Initially it starts off at 55, however increasing this to 70 will give you a much better area of view whenever it comes to playing the game, so it'll make it much easier for you to actually see what's going on around you and avoid certain attacks and things like that. Those are the first two things that I would recommend, and you can play around with the settings as well if you need to, just to change what kind of filters you have, if you want to take screenshots, or see how well you can optimize your game to get optimal FPS in Black Desert. Next up, what I would like to talk to you all about is questing, or the leveling process of Black Desert in general. There are three different things that you need to know about Black Desert in terms of the leveling process and questing process. The first of which, traditional leveling in a sense of becoming level 1 to level 10 to level 50 to level 56 is actually done just pretty much solely through mob grinding, just killing different monsters and obtaining experience from them. Whenever you see a monster, their name will be ranging from gray, which is far beneath you, green, lower level than you, white, pretty even on level, red, slightly higher, and purple, meaning it is at least 5 levels above you. There's nothing in the game that actually says this is the level of the monster, so whenever you see a monster with a purple name, just be wary, and your screen will actually showcase that as well. The other two facets of Black Desert leveling are going to be contribution and energy. Contribution is actually what you are rewarded with instead of standard experience from, I would say, 90% of the quests out in Black Desert. As you can see, they give contribution experience compared to standard experience. What contribution is utilized in is purchasing housing units within towns or little villages outside of town that can increase your storage, or allow you to hire more workers to set up a worker empire, or connect nodes for things like trade routes. Next up is going to be energy. What energy allows you to do is do all of the different life skill things in the world. This is things like chopping down trees, gathering herbs, even throwing out your fishing rod if you want to invest more energy for a bigger fish. To obtain energy, what you actually do is you need to increase your knowledge. Knowledge is obtained through almost everything in the game, whether it be through gathering on a tree, gathering on a brush, talking to different NPCs, or killing monsters. All of these things will give you knowledge. Anytime that you walk into a new town, one of the first things I recommend doing is go to every single NPC that has a special name within the town and gather knowledge on them. As you gather knowledge, your max energy will increase, which will give you more ability to harvest more materials if you ever want to do trade skills or anything like that in the future. One more thing to note regarding energy, it is actually shared across all different characters. At least your energy cap is, so it is a good idea to have alts too. Not all quests within Black Desert only yield contribution points. There are also a lot of different quests out there that will actually give you things like inventory expansions to increase your inventory. Most of the time you obtain this through the main quest line or several key NPCs, but following the Black Spirit a lot of the time will lead you to those inventory expansion ones. Or if you ever happen to accept a quest and you want to figure out where exactly you need to go to obtain it, or find the NPC that you need to kill, Black Desert has one of the best auto-pathing systems out of any MMO that I've ever seen. Anytime that you happen to go to a quest in your quest log by hitting O, you'll see this little yellow button right here. Once you click that, it will actually begin auto-pathing you specifically to that NPC that you need to talk to, or the monsters that you need to kill. Another thing to note once you have a quest accepted and you've already auto-pathed to that location, if you were to look on your mini-map, instead of the little red circles that you're going to see of the mobs, they're actually going to be orange if they are correlated with your quest. This is very helpful if you ever need to find a specific NPC or like kill a tent in the back and you don't want to run through an entire big pack of monsters to actually get back there. Once you've killed a lot of different monsters within Black Desert, there are a couple things that you're going to actually find as well regarding the loot drops. So there are two major things that I want to point out whenever it comes to these loot drops. The first of which, there are standard white NPC items, such as the Broken Goblin Amulet, which just vendors to a vendor for 150 silver. However, a lot of the times whenever you're killing different monsters and doing different quests, you'll find them dropping certain things that, as you highlight them, it will show you a lot more options. This bunch of loose mane hair, which I've received from grinding high-level monsters, if I exchange 900 of them, I can actually turn them into an NPC for a gold bar worth 1,000,000 silver. You're going to find this with pretty much every single NPC or every single mob that you kill. There's going to be some level of gather 50 of these and turn them into this NPC. They'll give you more money for it. This is really important because, killing a few extra mobs here and there not only is going to give you more experience, but if you do right-click those items that it says turn into a certain person and go to NPC location, it will auto-run you to that specific NPC, and you will end up earning a lot more silver. So make sure anytime that you're killing things, before you go and just vendor things, check if you have enough to do a turn-in, because in the end, money is power whenever it comes to Black Desert. Another thing to note whenever it comes to Black Desert as well is they're going to be giving you a lot of free stuff in the game. This occurs for both newer players and veteran players returning, or just the special different events that are going on. Once again, my character is auto-pathing to turn in these mane hairs from right-clicking it and go to the NPC location. Back to rewards. So you'll notice in the bottom right of your screen, there's typically a scroll that says reward. This can also be accessed through going to P for profile and going under task, under rewards here. Couple things to note with the rewards program that Black Desert offers. You'll get different things for progressing and gathering levels, but as a newer player, I want you to really look out for this to see if they give you any items, gold bars, weapon stones to enchant in the future, or one of the the best things as far as early on is the daily grinding hour. Every single day, they're actually going to be giving you an option between a 60-minute buff for 100% XP or a 30-minute buff for 200% experience. This is major if you get into a good grinding spot. A lot of people are able to go from level 1 to 56 in a single day if they really push themselves and know the right grinding spots. As you've quested along and done several turn-ins, earning a little bit of money, or utilize some of the free things that they're going to give you through the rewards program, you should have a little bit of money. Now, once you approach the town of either Velia or possibly even Hidel, there's one thing that I'd like to talk to y'all about gear in Black Desert. Black Desert's gear has no level requirement. With this in mind, it gives you the ability to mix and match the kind of set bonuses that you want to utilize to adjust your play style. One of the most standard sets that pretty much everyone likes to utilize because it can be used well across every single class is going to be the Granil set. Once you go into a town and you've familiarized yourself with the marketplace, I do highly recommend picking up a set of Granil armor for just about $1 million, because this set will be what you're using until pretty late into endgame. In the future, I'll be going over enchanting, but once again, I highly recommend once you get around 1 million silver to go ahead and just purchase a full set of Granil and start utilizing that. Another key feature of Black Desert is going to be your inventory as well as storage management. Early on in the game, you're going to find yourself probably pretty lacking in inventory, even with the quest that the Black Spirit's going to be giving you. So with that in mind, I highly recommend finding a base of operations, whether it be Hidel or Velia, more than likely at around your level, to go ahead and start stashing different items in your storage. Once you familiarize yourself with the storage keeper, you can go to the warehouse and put any items inside of here. Now, other things to note regarding the inventory of Black Desert is you do actually have a weight limit. Now, with this in mind, there are a couple things that need to be pointed out. The weight that you actually have on you is according to a couple of things. The gear that you actually have on does weigh you down. And there are other things that weigh you down, like a lot of people wouldn't expect. Silver. Silver in this game actually has a physical weight to it, and it's nothing to look over. Anytime that you're in a town or your town of operations, or any place that has a warehouse manager, I highly recommend either depositing your silver or using the currency exchange at the warehouse manager to purchase gold bars, making it a lot easier to carry around that bulk of silver on you. Another thing, whenever your inventory is starting to get packed up and your storage is starting to get packed up, this is where that contribution comes into play, because at any major town you can purchase housing for storage to increase the amount of storage that you have in that town. And the last thing to know whenever it comes down to your inventory weight management is going to be potions. A lot of times, I mean, sure, it's useful to have potions on you, but as you quest and do all the low-level quests, they end up giving you hundreds of small potions, which realistically you don't need that many. Each one of those potions can weigh up towards like 1.5 pounds, which whenever you have 150 of them in your inventory, that's amounting to quite a lot. So anytime that you are in town, make sure you deposit your silver, get rid of any majorly excess potions, as well as different NPC vendor items or trade-in items that you don't need. And my final tip for all of you is to find a profession that you enjoy doing. This can be farming, this can be fishing, this can be gathering just through logging, or getting pig's blood. Just find something that you enjoy doing personally and pursue that. This game, at its core, is intended to be played how you want to play it. If you want to log all day, go right ahead. If you want to fish all day, go right ahead. if you want to build a worker empire through all the contribution you've gotten from doing all the miscellaneous quests, saving kittens, and delivering random packages to different players, go right ahead. Anything that you do in this game can be turned for a profit, and in the end, money is power. So once again, guys, Black Desert is an immersive MMORPG. It's intended to be played how you want to play it, and not rushed and not forced to push max level like you find on games like Terra, World of Warcraft, or anything like that. Just find a profession, carry a logging axe around, carrying a fishing pole around, carrying a skinning knife around, and just do those things that you find enjoyable. With that in mind, I think that's good. Thank you all for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a good time making it. You can expect more Black Desert content out from me in the future. If you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to post in the comments down below. And to all the people who are saying that I'm sponsored to make these videos, damn, I wish. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully y'all found it informative. Make sure to like, make sure to comment down below. You can follow me on Twitter at Kilryan, or follow me on Twitch as well when I stream at twitch.tv/Kilryan. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace, peace.